Damn it!
Hi, I'm Band-Aid Girl, and today we are going to be talking about my childhood home and why it scares me, and I refuse to sleep there anymore. You know, like when you unmute the TV and mute it real quick? It was like that, where I'd hear like a second or two of like jumbled conversation in the other room. I would always assume that like my dad was watching TV or but I went downstairs and the TV was off and no one was home. But yeah, I figured that happened to everybody. Like, you hear a sound and your brain is automatically trying to turn it into a word. But it definitely sounded like people talking. It wasn't just like a creak. You know what I mean? Most of, if not all of my ghostly encounters has been like audio. My brother has seen orbs. I've never seen orbs. But usually it's touch or sound. And I mean, thank God, because if I saw something, I feel like it would be much scarier than sound. So this is the first encounter that I remember, and it was probably the worst. So I was in my room with my dad, and we were having a tea party, and the doors to my closet are big sliding wooden ones. But yeah, the closet door was open a little bit, and I was facing the closet. This it wasn't black, it was like more like a Freddy Krueger hand, and the best I can like, the don't look in the basement or don't go in the basement Goosebumps book with the plant hand, yeah, that is like totally what it was, and I still kind of don't know what that could have been, you know, but it scared the ever-living heck out of me, so I bolted to my mom, confusing my dad. I was just like crying and screaming. I was like, something just happened. Something just escaped, or tried to. So, they checked the closet, nothing was there. They said I was just seeing things, but that's one hell of a thing to see. But yeah, that was the first and worst thing that I have seen. Yeah, I was like 4 or 6. Very, very little. Next story, okay. The tap. I just finished cleaning my room. I was like 10 or something. And you know when your room is nice and clean and it's late at night and you've got the lamp on and you're just sitting in the low light on your bed like, this is the life. I am enriched. And so I was doing that. Just having a moment. And I felt a hand like that. It was kind of soft. It wasn't like back. It was just like, huh. And I bolted and started freaking out to my mom. And she was like, maybe the pillow fell on it. The pillow was under me. I felt the fingers. I felt the fingers, dude. What's with me and hands? There's just some grabby bastards living in there. Oh, another time I was sitting at the bottom of the stairs looking up. Big hardwood stairs. And, behind me was a window, and I felt some cold hands touch my neck, really gently wrap it around my neck, and I freaked out. I won't sleep there anymore. I'm not gonna. I can't. I was 15 playing World of Warcraft, and you play late when you play World of Warcraft. So I was doing quests with my boys, and it was completely dark in the living room, because I had to be on the desktop. My laptop was too full of Sims 2 expansions. And my dad was sleeping on the couch because he was sick, so the lights were turned off. I've got my headphones on. I'm playing 1039 smoothed out slappy hours. And I am just in the zone. Like, the screen is so bright and it's dark around me, I'm not paying attention to, like, the world around me. So I'm, like, fully engulfed in this. And I feel like somebody walk up behind me, and I kind of like get out of my, I'm in the gamer zone, but I kind of get out of that, and I just assumed that it was like, well, first I thought it was me, just, being spooked out by being in the dark, but then I felt like a little bit of hair movement, just a little bit. And so I was like, okay, my brother is either trying to fuck with me or wants to get on the computer or something. So, because I didn't have like We didn't have phones for light, so there was a little flashlight on the desk, and I was like, "Papa!" trying to scare him, and there was nobody there, and so I quickly logged off and peaced out and bolted up the stairs and went to go sleep in my mom's bed with the Chihuahua who will defend me. But yeah, before that, I like peered up the stairs to see if my brother's light was on, and it wasn't. You know, like he went to sleep hours ago. Yeah, after that, I told my friends that, you know, I got school early. I can't stay up late as I normally could. I was homeschooled, so that was a lie. But, you know, you do what you gotta do, man. So in 2013, I went to go visit my parents, and I was like, I'm older now, the ghosts won't fuck with me, I'm not a kid anymore. You know, you grow up and you don't see as much stuff, isn't that right? Like, toddlers are more perceptive to that kind of thing. So, I was like on a video call on my computer, and I look over, and the sliding doors of my closet, they were closed, but one started like sliding steadily. You know, not like something fell and it was like, but it was like she was creeping open. And I bolted downstairs and told my mom, I'm not sleeping in this room. And they were like, oh, there's something must have fallen and knocked it over. No! You can't say that! I won't be sleeping! And if something moved on its own, then a ghost moved that too. Checkmate. But yeah, that was my last encounter, and when I go visit again, I'm staying in a hotel. I'm not going to be there at night. I can't do it. So yeah, those are my stories. At least from my childhood home. If you have any If you have any spooky stories and ghostly encounters from your childhood, I'd love to hear them. They're so fascinating, and I love learning all the different ways that they can communicate. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!